Hello, it's Joey Bay here, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to get started in speedrunning and give you some general tips on how to start up your recording and timing software. So the first step is to find the right game. Try to find a game that you've enjoyed playing casually and are familiar with the mechanics of that game. For example, I loved playing the Tomb Raider games when I was growing up, so I picked a Tomb Raider game for my first speedrun as I was familiar with the controls, knew the game quite well, and I had completed the game a couple of times. Once you've worked out which game you want to speedrun, head over to speedrun.com and search for your game. You'll most likely notice that there are several different categories to choose from. So this is the second step, find which category suits you. There are several main categories that most games have, and often games will have some categories specific to that game. For example, the most common category is any percent. This is usually as simple as completing the game using any glitches found within the game and skipping as much as possible. Another popular category is glitchless. This category is the same as any percent. You must complete the game from start to finish as fast as possible. However, you cannot use any glitches and must stay within the game's intended mechanics. So now that you've found your speed game, you need to join Discords and follow people who run the game. One of the biggest things that has helped me while learning to speedrun a new game is to find out if there is a Discord server that people who run the game use to communicate about their game. For example, for the Tomb Raider speedrun, I found out there was a Discord server that contains channels for every Tomb Raider game. If you can't find one, look at some of the runners on the leaderboard, follow them on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or anything they have linked on their profile. I guarantee however you contact them, they will be more than happy to help you with anything you're struggling with and link you to a Discord if there is one. So the next step is to practice specific parts of the game and specific tricks. While learning the game, don't try to do everything from start to finish while you're learning. The best way to learn is to practice each trick and section of the game individually. You can do this by either going through the game once and creating save files at different sections, or you could find save files that have already been made, possibly even by the speedrunners of the game. So the next step is to set up the timing and recording software. There's a huge variety of software available for both timing and recording. However, I'm going to give you my personal preference on this. I use OBS to record and stream my speedruns, as I find it super easy to get different components on the screen, such as my keyboard inputs and my timer. For the timer software, the most popular in the speedrunning community is arguably LiveSplit. This software gives you a huge range of customization, the main features being splits. Splits are different sections of the speedrun. For example, for Tomb Raider Legend, I have a split for every level in the game. This helps you keep track of your run throughout, with a green split indicating you're ahead of your best time, red meaning you're behind your best time, and gold meaning that's the fastest you've ever completed that split. So the next step is to not aim for crazy times straight away. One of the most important things to understand is to not aim for a world record time straight away. Your first few runs are always going to be just practice runs and useful for just setting some splits and getting a feel for how to run the game. Never focus on trying to beat anyone else's time except your own when you first start out. Also, do not get into the habit of resetting after every tiny mistake. You're going to have runs that are not a personal best, but these are great practice and ensure that you don't forget the latter parts of the run. And now you're pretty much set. Speedrunning is all about practice, and over time things will become more and more natural. You just need to get over the first hurdle of learning a run and getting everything set up. Then as you learn more games and runs, you'll get better and better, and who knows, maybe even make a name for yourself. Thanks for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel as I am now starting to make general speedrunning content. I plan on making some sort of top 10 type of videos in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you'll enjoy it.